What's up, everybody? I want to talk about the incredible day of arm wrestling that we all watched yesterday. East versus West. First off, thank you, Engen Terzi. You're the guy who made all of this happen. Probably one of the fullest, probably the fullest super high level card that I have ever seen. Um, just every single match is basically a main event, and I think there were 15 of them. I'm not going to cover all the matches. I'll kind of touch on most of the big East versus West ones because there was just so many. Um, yeah, so thanks, Angan. And Core Sports is, proving that they can do events outside of Dubai. A few minor hiccups, but overall, we were able to refresh the feed and keep it going, and we were actually able to watch the entire event. So Ottawa High Hookers were thrilled. We had a great day. We partied and enjoyed a day of arm wrestling. So, first match I want to talk about is my favorite match of the card. And it's not just my favorite match of the card. It's probably right away, it's maybe one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life. Maybe the best match I've seen in my life. Not totally thrilled with the way it ended, but it doesn't matter. The match was so good. Ron Bath versus Zurab from Georgia. Both these guys are world level arm wrestlers. I think Ron is 60 today or tomorrow or something. 60 years old. Okay. That talks a lot about the sport, the longevity you can have in the sport. I think Angie is doing a good job keeping Ron young, and he shows it on the table. Looks super healthy. If I look anything like you even now, I'm happy. But to be 60 years old and crushing it like Ron Bath is unbelievable. And he's going against Zurab, who is a world champ, super high level guy. Arms just looked magnificent. Anyways, the match, it went the distance. It went the full 5, and they were back and forth. And, Zurab, I'd say, to break it down, Zurab had the stronger arm. And Ron's hand was able to do a lot of damage and work to him. I feel like Ron evolved as an arm wrestler in that match, which made me so happy to watch. I saw him doing things I'd never seen him do before. I feel like both of these guys were at the failure point, and they just kept on fighting right through it, and they were so close that it was really a battle of spirits, and neither one of them gave up. And just a real gift. I can't wait till I'm not going to show any video at all in this. I'm just going to talk about the matches from my memory. I'm sure that at some point people are going to edit all these matches up. That Ron versus Zurab match is going to be a historical match. I think it's going to be a match that people watch for the next, whatever, for the rest of arm wrestling history. That's how awesome I think it was. I don't particularly like the 5th round. I think that if I was Ron, I would have contested that because I think it was. I don't think it was a losing position at all. But whatever. At that point, I think that it was just almost happy to have it over with. It made me so happy to watch that match. So thanks for giving us that gift, guys. Incredible performance. Okay, on to the next match, which really sticks out in my mind. Michael Todd versus Gennady Kvikvinia. Well, when I think of arm wrestlers, like spirited arm wrestlers, fighters in the arm wrestling world, guys who have incredible heart, right at the top of my list, it's guys like Mike Todd and Gennady Kvikvinia. This match has been a long time coming. Like when I say long time coming, like we've been talking about this match probably for 15 years. Both of these guys are just renowned for being extremely spirited and versatile arm wrestlers. both of these guys went into the match coming off of losses. And guys like Mike and Gennady don't like to lose twice. So I think that they both put a lot of pressure on themselves. I know that Michael certainly put a ton of pressure on himself. And yeah, it was Gennady's show right from the start. I think that Gennady played the game perfectly. He got hand control, and he negated the shoulder option, and he completely dismantled Michael. Michael, I thought, fought well, but unfortunately, he just was not able to counter with Gennady's hand, and the shoulder just it just wasn't even a possibility for him once the hand was taken. I think that the only thing from Gennady's perspective, it's all good, all thumbs up, all great news for Gennady. He looked incredible. There's really nothing that you can say that is negative about his performance. He was outstanding. The only thing, and it's always easy to give a guy counsel, after a loss. And I'm a huge fan of Michael, and one of the reasons I'm such a fan of Michael is because his ability to get back on the horse over and over and over and recreate himself and rebuild himself. But if I may be so bold, I'm going to speak a little bit on what I think it means to be Michael Todd. And personal qualities can both, they can be a good thing and they can be a bad thing. However, it's whatever the situation kind of lends itself. Michael, in my opinion, cares very deeply about, I don't think Michael likes it when people hate him. And I wish that he could find a way to ignore it. I wish that he would not listen to people more, because the thing is when you have a spotlight on you, and arm wrestling is a small sport. I can't imagine what it's like to be truly, truly famous. But Michael is famous enough that he has people he doesn't know, both loving him and hating him. And the whole thing with the King's move, in my opinion, Michael has slightly turned away from his real excellent form of arm wrestling, which is all based around the King's move. And I say that for two reasons. The first reason is you watch his opening with Gennady in round one. Before they get in the strap, before anything, the way he hits, he's trying to hit in a very conventional style, which it's just not the way he's built. We all have different gifts. We all have different abilities. And when you try to be something that you're not, you're not gonna be able to perform. I wish I was faster. I wish I could just be all loose and snap. I just can't do it. I could try, but I'm not going to be as good. We all have a style. And I think that Michael Todd has somehow been made to think that he should try and win in a certain way, which I just don't think it's going to work very well. He is who he is. I also think that as a result of this, the way he trains and what he tries to do is potentially spend more time in his training in techniques that he's potentially not going to use in competition. Anyways, what do I know? It was a great match. Gennady was the man. I don't really think that that means that Michael is somehow, a terrible arm wrestler or that he's injured, which there's a lot of claims. I think that like everybody from Levon down to, whoever, we all have things to work on. And I'm sure that Michael, the spirit that he always has is going to get right back on the horse and keep plowing ahead, because there's obviously he's an incredible arm wrestler. Okay, the third match that left a deep impression on me was one I was so worried about, and that's the GOAT versus Zoloev. John Brzenk. I have to say I was really worried. I was really worried going into the match. What worried me was I worried because I know how good Zoloev is, especially by his performance against Todzilla. He did just incredible work with Todzilla, and I don't know where John is against Hutchings. That's an interesting match in my mind. I don't know. They're both incredible. So I didn't know if John was at that level, where exactly John was at, and I was worried about his endurance. But none of that was an issue. John completely destroyed him. He controlled everything about the match from start to finish. Showed no weaknesses, showed full domination. He even was playing with Zoloev, really. So that made me really happy to see that. Incredible performance. So in my mind, where's John? Like, there's a lot of matches for John, but what are his next significant matches? Is it Jerry Cadorette? Is Jerry Cadorette the next one on John's hit list? Does he wait to, take out his own old training partner in Todzilla? I'd like to see him wait myself. That's an incredible match. I don't know if I need to see it right now. I don't know. Whatever. John can do whatever he wants. I'm just happy that he won. Speaking of Todzilla, that guy just keeps on wrecking. Like, what a win streak. He has been winning and winning and winning and winning and winning and winning in just brutal fashion. Probably one of the most active guys on the scene right now, and he's just plowing through his competition. What can you say? Oleg looked not as good as he did before his accident, obviously, but it's great to see him back on the table. Every time I think of Oleg, he's like the best. He's the best. It's just, I'm very curious about how he's going to get back from the accident. His hand, he still won in I don't want to say dominant fashion, but I don't think he was really in a danger of losing, but you can tell that he's still got some things he needs to fix up. I guess other notable things, the women's side was great. Fia and Angie, champions. It was awesome to see them representing as well. That's actually, I think, a good match, maybe. Yeah, Fia and Angie. That could be interesting. Tough matches. Well, maybe not so much for Fia, but Angie's match was really close. I guess last thing I'll talk about is Artem Morozov, because I had a lot of questions about Artem and where exactly he's at. I don't know that he was actually that far away from Tobias. Once he got the strap on, clearly the stronger guy. I think Artem's left is maybe better than his right, because I heard that Tobias's left is his best arm as well. Tobias certainly wasn't out of the game, but it looked a little bit like Hermes versus Matt Mask, where Matt certainly had some stuff, but Hermes was at times showed extreme dominance. Same thing with Artem. Tobias, where Artem, at times when the match stopped and it was a matter of strength, Artem was clearly better. And then Prudnik, wow. Yeah, there's levels, right? So Prudnik showing that he's certainly still right at the top of his game. Loved the whole card. Loved everything about it. Thanks everybody who made that thing happen. I'm probably gonna watch that Ron versus Zurab probably at least 50 times, probably over the next couple of years. Yeah, stay massive, everybody.